Hi and welcome back. Did you know that if you focus on the money, it'll never come? Well, hi, it's Grant here and welcome back. You know, if you focus on the money and the money only in your business, the money will never ever turn up. It'll just never show up. You see, most business owners, they set out after a certain thing. You know, it's not like you wake up in the middle of the night one day when you're 12 or 13 years old and you go out the next day and all of a sudden you're a business owner and there it is in front of you. And a whole heap of stuff has to happen for you to get to where you are right now. See, as I'm talking to you right now, you've probably had jobs in the past and you've done things in the past and all of those jobs have come with a fair degree of certainty. You know, you go to work, you work your hours, you get paid, you pay bills, and circle of life, it just goes on. But you know, as a business owner, you might have accidentally been tricked into focusing on the money. And that's okay, that just means that you've got advice from a whole bunch of people who are money focused, numbers focused and so on. It makes sense. You see, most business owners will go out and they'll get themselves a good bookkeeper and a good accountant, or at the very least, they'll focus on the money themselves, do their own bookkeeping, do their own accounting. Goodness knows, my business was like that when I very first started off as well. I still got a great bookkeeper, I've still got a great accountant, but I do not focus on the money. Now, don't get me wrong, it's important to focus on the money, but not up front. Everyone's got to be responsible for their business. You've still got to pay the bills, you've still got to pay your tax, you've still got to make sure that you've got income coming in. It's not a perpetual holiday being in business, but if you focus on the money and you focus on going out to make money, then the money will never come. Now, I've been teaching this concept for years to my membership clients and to basically anyone who will listen, that if you focus on the money and the money only, the money will never come. And what does it mean? Well, it means quite simply that there are two things that you absolutely have to focus on, maybe three. The first one is people. Who are the people that you're trying to help or wanting to help the most with what it is that you've got? Years ago, I learned this. Businesses don't sell to businesses, people sell to people. It's not money doesn't just happen to exist. It doesn't just come into being. Money comes through a trust-based relationship with a person whose problem you're solving based on what it is that you have, what it is that you sell, and what it is that you provide. You see, money just doesn't fall out of thin air. And I know you know this, okay? So don't get ahead of me here. I'm just wanting to reassure you today that you're probably watching this video because you've typed something into Google like help my business or make more sales or show me how to do this or that. Or maybe you've been following me for a while now and or maybe this is the first time you've stumbled across one of these videos. Whatever it is that's got you here today, you absolutely have to know that if you focus on the money in your business, the money will never come. What does it mean? It means that if you're going out today to make $10,000 worth of sales, where's that money going to come from? What are you doing to build relationships in your business? How are you putting your best stuff, your best content, your best solutions in front of the people that need to see it in a way that they can understand it and integrate themselves with it, integrate their lives with it, have conversations with you so that they can see who you are, how you operate, they can know you, like you, and trust you. You see, if you're not focused on building relationships, then you're just going to be looking at your money dwindling away. You'll be looking at what you hoped was going to turn into sales, looking at that dwindling away in a marketplace where people are very good at getting the attention of other people. You know, I work with hundreds of business owners across Australia at any given time. And one of the things I've never been able to understand are people who are too afraid to embrace technologies like what I'm doing here right now. YouTube, Facebook Live, other sorts of things where you can really easily now in 2017, at the time of this recording, you can really easily get in front of people and tell your story. It's kind of like having a newsroom in your business. It's easy to do. But the problem is, many people don't want to do this. They don't want to take the risk. They don't want to tell the story. They don't want to have the conversation. But you've got to go to where people are at and build the relationship with them so they can, number one, they can know who you are. Number two, they can like who you are. And number three, they can trust what it is that you're doing or selling. Now, no matter what sort of business you've got, I'm just thinking right now of shoe stores, something very simple. How does a shoe store do this? Well, quite simply, you've just got to be able to tell the story. And in some upcoming webinars that I'll be doing later this year with my clients that I'm working with at the moment, I'll be telling them exactly how to do this. If you'd like to get a hold of that kind of information as well, I'd love for you to be a part of it. You know, if you're very good at the numbers, if you've got a great accountant, that's terrific. I applaud you. Like I said, I've got a great accountant as well. If you've got a great bookkeeper, well done. So have I. Good on you. But if you just don't know how to get in front of people and have this kind of conversation with them and get them to understand who you are and what you do, even if you're selling shoes, even if you're tightening someone's bolts under their sink, if you're a plumber, electrician, I've worked with builders, tailors, I've worked with all sorts of businesses over the year, weight loss consultants, coaches, fitness experts, and so on. And if you're not able to get in front of people easily and effectively, using either video, blog, podcast, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google, Snapchat, or any sort of medium at all, then right now I'm telling you, you're going to have a hard time leading up to 2020, because the old way of business isn't going to cut it for you anymore. If your accountant or your bookkeeper or whoever, if they're over 50 and they don't know this sort of stuff and they're afraid of it and they've only just embraced something like zero and they think that's good, then you're missing out. It's time for you to find out how you can build relationships, stop focusing on the money, and start building on people, which are your currency. People are your number one currency in business. And if you'd like some help, I'd love for you to click the link in the description below. It'll take you straight to my website, where there are some free webinars for you to take part in. The first one is there for you straight away. Go ahead and register today. I'd love to take you through that. You don't have to have any big sales conversations or anything with me. It's just there for you. You can just enjoy it and learn and experience from that. If you'd like to have a conversation with me, my details are on my website as well. It's it for now. Go back and watch a whole bunch of the other videos that I've got on here for Business Breakthrough. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell icon to set your alerts so you don't miss a thing. I'm Grant, this is Business Breakthrough, and this is number one for this week. There's a whole week to come yet. Looking forward to hanging out with you. All the best. Bye for now.